Okay. All right, so now let's keep rolling. And this would have been a 30. So we gotta put our unit. Don't forget. Now we want to go percent to decimal. Well, gee, getting from decimal to percent was pretty easy. What'd we do? We times by 100. So let's say I have a percent of 15%. If I multiply to go decimal to percent, I'm going to do the opposite to go percent to decimal. I'm going to divide by 100. Or move my decimal 2 places the other way, right? This one's that way, that one's this way. So 15% divided by 100 is going to give me 0.15. Or whoop, whoop, the other way, still I'm going to get 0.15. Okay, that's not too bad. Look at us. A fraction to go from percent to a fraction, easy, okay? Honestly, it's going to look very similar because a percent, let's go, 28. 28%, well, how much is a whole percent? Like I ate all the pizza, 100%, right? So you're doing, a fraction is just part to whole, part over whole. What part you got over how much is actually all there. So 28% would be 28 out of 100. And you would simplify, okay? You would, I don't know, these both divide by 2. Let's divide by 2. 14 over 50. And that's a great example is I personally also can't think of something that's really big here. I'm tired, right? It's the end of the day. I do math all day long and still sometimes the easiest or the best choice is that small one. I'm gonna divide by 2 again. Because I know they're both even. I know they divide by 2. And that's gonna give me 7/25. Now, 7 doesn't divide by anything but 7 and 1, and 25 doesn't divide by 7. Dividing by 1 wouldn't get us anywhere. So that's my final answer. Look at us, we have already 1, 2, 3, 4 answers. Done. And you're gonna notice that a lot of these things feel very similar because they are. Let's go this way now. Okay. Let's go fraction to decimal. Okay. Actually, let's go fraction to percent. No. Fraction to decimal. I gotta make up my mind. Let's go 1/4. All right. If you are a calculator-friendly person or classroom, 1/4. Fractions are just division. Fractions are just division. A fraction is literally asking you to multiply by the top and divide by the bottom. So 1/4. 1 divided by 4. I don't know if you can see that. I could do this. 0.25. That's it. 1 divided by 4 is 0.25. Now, let me not. Here's the thing, what if you don't have a calculator? Well, do 1 divided by 4. 1 divided by 4. Miss Vaughn, 4 doesn't go into 1. I know. Let's put a decimal. If we put a decimal, we can add zeros as we need them. 4 goes into 10 twice. 4 times 2 is 8. And long division is another video, y'all, so I'm gonna go a little quicker, okay? And then, oh look, another 0. You can add zeros until you're done. You might not ever be done. There's these things called repeating. Okay, focused. 4 goes into 20 5 times. Look at that. I'm a calculator-friendly classroom myself because I personally believe that I'd rather you focus on understanding these concepts than doing more division. That's not the lesson. This isn't the skill I'm teaching right now, right? It's all this. So, fraction to percent. Honestly, turn it into a decimal and then turn it into a percent. That's what I would do. Let's say we have 3/4, okay? All right, there's a couple ways to do this, but honestly, the simplest way, turn it into a decimal first, which we know how to do, right? 3 divided by 4 into the calculator. You're gonna get 0.75. Oh, now we turn decimal into a percent. Bum, bum, bum. Whoop, whoop. 75%. Look, my hair's coming out of my clip for this. Y'all, this is not super hard stuff. It's just a matter of strategy and deciding what approach you want to take. Because look, turning a decimal into a fraction might be challenging. If you're comparing numbers, you might want to turn everything. If you're comparing numbers, honestly, turn them all into decimals. You have a calculator. Turn them into decimals and then turn them back when you answer the question if you need to. But if you're in a number line or you're asking which one's bigger, oh my goodness, or which ones are equivalent, turn them all into decimals. It is the simplest way to do it. All right, I'm out. Out of breath, y'all.